Welcome to GES News Today channel, where we bring you the best and the latest information you can get concerning issues on Ghana Education Service and other education related matters in the country. We are going to brief you about the negative consequences of transfers on your chances of getting a study leave with pay. Yes, study leave with pay is a big issue because of the benefit that comes with the studies with pay. However, in moving from one place, especially from one district to another district, there are some negative consequences, negative effects that will hinder your chances of gaining the study leave with pay. Before we go right in, we have also found another good article on educativenewsroom.com. 4 negative effects of transfer on your career. Yes, so we all know that people would like to move from one school to another, one place to another, but what are the consequences? We are going to pick it. Let's leave the introduction and pick those ones very sharp. Then we go. Now we have what we call retro net effects or surcharging of the worker. Yes. So what happens is that when we move from one place to another, several things can happen, scenarios can happen that will necessitate the state, the government, the employer, the account managers of the government to deduct monies that you have earned without working for it. For instance, if you are on a responsibility and you are moved to a place where you are not given a responsibility, during the process of salary migration, and it's detected, if you have spent or you have taken the money for about 8 months, 7 months, 6 months, 1 year or more, they will deduct those money from your payslip, which is called the retronet effect. It's just one of the causes of the retronet effect. Good. So sometimes during the process of movement, maybe you are reported but without assumption letter and a lot of things happen, and they detected that you were not at post at the time you claim you have moved, you will pay back those money. So that is one that you must take very careful note of. Now we also have lack of opportunity for extra responsibility. Yes, if you are moving to a new place, new district, new school, it's very likely that all those positions that needs extra responsibilities are already occupied. If you are going to a senior high school, all the classroom may have been occupied already by existing teachers as form masters and then the rest. So it will take you not less than 1 year to gain a responsibility, a scholar that gives you responsibility allowance. Well, if you go to some deprived areas, senior high school A blocks, you may even get the responsibility schedules in less than 1 year. That brings us to the number 3, which is no extra responsibility for at least a year, as we have already talked about, because you have to wait, get settled into the system. Your management will now look at what you are bringing on board and now fix you wherever you are supposed to be fixed. Now let's look at the fourth one. Workers get delayed in their career. Good. So if you are a headmaster at the basic school level and you are moving to a different district where they are already head teachers, you go there and become a classroom teacher. Good. Which doesn't come with a responsibility allowance. So what do? It doesn't just apply to that. You are HOD somewhere and you are moving elsewhere. You move, all those things are going to affect you. This does not prevent you from moving, because it is only through movement that you can explore other opportunities elsewhere. But this information is just to hint you about the negative consequences for taking a transfer. Now, before we hit the effects on the study leave with pay, kindly subscribe, because we will be updating you frequently when the study leave is open, study with pay application is open in your district, in your region. When the process has reached step by step and when the outcomes are released, we'll brief you. So kindly subscribe. Now let's look at this. Study leave with pay. you need a minimum number of years to be spent before you can get the study leave with pay. So you are a diploma teacher. I'm using the word diploma teacher because they don't give study leave with pay to people who are already having degrees. Good. So you are in a particular district for 2, 3, 4 years and you decide to move as a classroom teacher, diploma teacher to a different district. Meanwhile, other teachers are also in that particular district, spend similar number of years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, are waiting opportunity to get study leave with pay. Now you are leaving your existing district to a new district. Even though you are going to spend the same now, or you are having the same number of years in the service as those who are already in that particular district, when it's time for the application, the district is very likely to consider people who are already in the district, people who were in the district for the 4, 5 years, not you coming from elsewhere, come within 1 year you want to go. Meanwhile, others have served in that district for long. So you should be informed that when you are taking a transfer to a particular place or to a different district, be informed that you are not likely to get the study leave with pay anytime soon, and you must be prepared for other options or bear the consequences. And so, or in other words, you must wait there for another number of years before you can be able to get the study leave with pay. It's just logical. When a study leave with pay comes or is open, it is normally a quota based on subject areas, quota based on regional and district basis. Now, when you were in your previous district, quotas have been coming to your district, you didn't take advantage of it. Now you are coming to a new district, people who have also waited for that long are also in need of it. So the question is, if you were the HR, would you give a study leave with pay to somebody who have taken a transfer to a district within 1 year, even though the person has spent 4, 5 years elsewhere already, but the person have come to your district and spent only 1 year, want to go, compared to somebody who was there from day one and spent all the 4, 5 years in that district? Would you give it to the person who have just come, or you will grant it to the person who was there earlier? So have this in mind. But what are the alternatives? What are the alternatives or the best option? The best option is make sure you take your study leave in that district. If you can, take the study leave in that district and wait, not wait actually, and go through the process of obtaining your degree. Then when it's time for posting, you can go to any other area, any other district, any other region that you want, because through the reposting from the university, it is not automatic that they will send you to your former district. So why don't you sacrifice the time, take a study leave in that district, go to school, and during the reposting from school, you go to your district that you wish to go to, or you go to you will be in a hurry to go and spend another 4, 5 years there, whilst your colleagues are moving, or if you were to remain in your former place, you would have gotten the opportunity to move. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.